Hello everyone, welcome back to Spirit Island. Today, as discussed, we're taking out Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares and Ocean's Hungry Grasp against my most hated adversary, England 5. Quick review, the major things we have to remember for England are that we can't let them get 7 buildings in a single land, that indentured servants earn land, so their build actions are harder to cut off, and that they have local autonomy for +1 health on buildings, although it turns out that, interestingly enough, as we'll see when it boots it up, the interface actually reminds us of this, which is nice. I wish they would do something similar for Sweden, but I guess they have Ravage previews on their feature list anyway, and that would take care of it. They also get various setup bonuses and escalations in the high immigration tile, but those are less important to remember about. Those just result in yet more and more buildings showing up on the island. And high immigration is important to remember about, but it's hard to forget because it's actually displayed on the board. For this one, I have min-maxed the tiles more than I sometimes do. I like this tile a lot for Ocean. It's the only tile in the game that has 2 of the same land next to the water. Well, the only balanced tile. Some of the flavor tiles certainly do, maybe all of them. But this can help us use Call of the Deeps earlier in the game to get 2 explorers, which is a nice bonus. If they explore into wetlands on 1 or 2, we'll get an explorer in both places, which means that if we want to eat one, we can get the other one for free, which is nice. It's more important against people that aren't England, because cutting off explorers against England just doesn't do as much because of the indentured servants thing, but still handy. And then I've picked tile C for Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares, not due to anything about Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares, but because with this tile, this ensures that we have both sands and mountains adjacent to the ocean, which are the 2 lands that aren't adjacent to the ocean here. Either of the other tiles don't have, well, we could use tile B, but we don't really need another wetland, right? A 3rd wetland doesn't make any sense. It's easier for Ocean to handle things that are coastal, so we want to have a variety of coastal lands, but it's also nice to have one board with 2 of the same one, so that's why I went with this setup. Okay, let's go. You can see they have this nice little heart plus on the buildings, which hopefully will be enough to remind me that they have extra health. Again, it's sort of interesting to me that they don't do something similar with Sweden, but whatever. So I get to, the ocean starts with 1 presence in its ocean and 1 in a coastal land of our choice. I'm going to start the presence here on the grounds that if I get one of the drown a village things on turn 1, which I will, I'll be able to drown that. They did invade into wetlands. Unfortunately, we can't cut off a single build because of this thing, which we can't get rid of with fast, which sucks. Yep, no conclusion, just sucks. What we could do is we're not currently going to be able to do any help to our friend up here, which is, well, quote-unquote any help. We're not going to be able to, our defense card is not going to be useful in either of these 2 spaces, which means that one thing we could think about doing this turn is use the add a presence to a coastal land, push 1 presence from each ocean, gain a power card with Ocean. I usually like to double grow on turn 1 because that gets the ocean into play on the other tile and it grows us twice, but it's going to be very difficult to deal with both of these situations without using this grow. If we use this grow, what we can do is we can add a presence here, we can push a presence here, then we can play Tidal Boon and Swallow the Land Dwellers. We can swallow the Land Dwellers here. This combination triggers this, which lets us eat the village here, which means our defend 4 is enough there in the next turn. We don't get to eat the thing here that I set up for, but life goes on. We don't play Call of the Deeps for double Explorer value, but the double Explorer value, despite having set up for it, doesn't do very much here. It might come up with the level 2 explore card. I might have chosen to do something different if I'd realized that picking this board would get 2 settlements here, because then even on turn 1, getting an explorer out of either of these places doesn't do anything. But it's too hard to preview it, and yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that just leaves me with... I think I pretty realistically have to do that. If I pick the other growth option, I don't get to mess with either of these places this turn, which leaves me with some pretty mediocre card plays and defending here next turn, but there are no Dahan there. That seems really ill-conceived to me. So I'm gonna lock into this, gaining a minor. Encompassing Ward. Encompassing Ward is sort of my go-to here, though Call of the Dahan Ways is pretty tempting too. We could play Call of the Dahan Ways this turn instead of Tidal Boon. We wouldn't get it upgraded. What we'd really like to do with it, of course, is replace villages with Dahan. That's still really powerful here, though, even though it's slow. Just getting the English villages off the board is so good, and adding Dahan, I think I'm probably going to go for that. In terms of the... I mean, I guess I should figure out, before I commit, since I can't roll back past... Well, I can roll back to this point anyway. And anyway, before I commit, I should see what's going on up here. So we're going to be able to... Assuming we play Tidal Boon here, that'll push these guys out of here towards the coast, which is good. In order to do that, we're going to have to get presence there, but that's easy to do. We want to get presence there anyway because it's where there are 2 Dahan. So we... I guess we go up this way first. It's a long way to 3 card plays, and we're going to get a major, so let's just get the air. We're going to put this here. I'm going to do my usual Call on Midnight Streams on turn 1. They will build here. It'll have 3 health, which means, sadly, Predatory Nightmares will not stop it. We could still play Predatory Nightmares and use it to... We can't push anything into the ocean this turn, though. Oh, and it still can't push houses. Jeez, this has just gotten way worse. Yeah, we won't be... Even if we snipe an Explorer with it, there's not going to be anywhere an Explorer's going to end up that isn't going to be next to 2 houses. So it's not going to prevent a build. I think what that means is that I just want to do this, and I will gather a whole bunch of Dahan into here. It sort of sucks to be gathering Dahan into the place where we're going to push people out and not fight, but I still think that's a reasonable thing to do. We'll get a lot more energy than if we replace this. If we get something like Rapid Wings of Sunlight, we'll be very happy to have done that. It'll let us preview a card. It'll get us this. Yep, okay. Encompassing Ward. The problem with Encompassing Ward, I normally love it. The problem with it in this particular situation is that neither of the spirits that are involved in this game are very good at spreading our presence around such that it's going to get a big hit, and it pretty quickly gets outclassed by the number of buildings England builds. I think I want something with water on it. I love Call of the Dahan Ways. We're very well positioned to double moon kick it, and double moon kicking this is very good, so we're going to do that. Yeah, I think we're still not going to play it. What? Oh. Oh, I don't get an energy if I don't grow with this. So that means I'm on this and this. I mean, realistically, that's fine. It's sort of a bummer because this isn't really going to do very much. I'll get an extra energy. Oh no, ooh, this is really not going to do anything because I can't even gather into the ocean. Huh. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a good first turn. We still end up with nothing. We still end up able to deal with both of these ravages next turn. It sucks that Call of the Deeps doesn't do very much. We get to drown an extra. We're not going to drown this guy otherwise, so sure, fine, we get an extra drown. Eh, it is what it is. We're going to go for it, and we're going to be not exactly happy with it, but it's going to do what we need to do. Okay. Gather 2 Dahan into here. Wham. Gain a major power. Talons of Lightning. So the downside of Talons of Lightning is that we are Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares, and therefore not allowed to kill anything. The other downside is it can only target mountains and wetlands, although we're getting ravaged in wetlands, so whatever. The upside of it is that we are able to use it pretty effectively. You know, having to target mountains and wetlands, that means we can only push things into the ocean with it off of a few provinces. It's also really expensive, and like, if we use it this turn, we'll be using it to push this one explorer, which is sort of, I mean, you know, or I guess this one explorer, because we're not actually getting title boon this turn. So yeah, I don't love it. Maybe it's what's got to happen. We got Pillar of Living Flame. The downside of Pillar of Living Flame is that the elements blow, and it adds blight if we target jungle or wetland, and wetland is what we'd like to target this turn. We have Paralyzing Fright. Paralyzing Fright, I have mixed feelings about Paralyzing Fright. It causes a lot of fear, which we love for this character. It kicks with some of the elements we want, although not really. 3 Earth is pretty far from anything we want. Skipping all actions in a target land this turn is good against England, because sometimes you'll skip out on 3 actions, or you'll often hit 2 because you might hit like the high immigration build. This is a good card. You know, and we could just target it here this turn. They'd skip their build and then they'd die, so it would solve our problem this turn. None of these are great hits, unfortunately. You know, Talons of Lightning would solve our problem this turn too, but if we're solving our problem this turn, I'd rather solve it with the card that's does more damage, that's cheaper. I guess this hits adjacent lands if we kick it, but 3 Fire is as remote from us as 3 Earth. Then there's finally the Jungle Hungers. Jungle Hungers is range 1 of any jungle, pushes all, because remember, we're not allowed to destroy, we're Bringer. Pushes all explorers and villages, doesn't destroy any Dahan because we're Bringers. The problem with the Jungle Hungers is we cannot play it this turn because it has to be targeted at range 1 of a jungle, and we just don't have presence in a jungle. It's too bad because range 1 of a jungle is pretty good targeting overall, but I think we need something that we can play this turn that will address one of these 2 problematic lands. I'm okay getting blighted here, it doesn't really matter, but since we've already got a blight here and we've got our presence here, we'd really rather not. I guess we can just defend it next turn with Dread Apparitions too, though. Right? So if we play these 2, we trigger this at level 2, which makes 2 fear. This makes 1 fear. That's enough. Yeah, so if we just play these 2 cards next turn, we defend here. So it's not actually particularly urgent that we play this thing next turn. This turn. It is sort of important that we end up not spending all of our energy, although I guess we're going to get a 4 burst here. We're going to go up to 10. 10's a lot of energy. Yeah. So that means we could play Talons of Lightning and still play the defenses next turn. We're probably playing the defenses next turn anyway on the grounds that they're our last two cards and it's not clear what else we're going to do with our time. So let's get Paralyzing Fright. And we are going to replace Call on Midnight Streams. Right? We need the energy. And we want to play it this turn. We're actually going to play it here since we'd rather defend here and we're going to defend next turn anyway. And obviously we could play it here next turn to prevent the Ravage, but if we prevent the build, we also effectively prevent the Ravage, so that just seems better. We will forget this. We will play this. Okay. That was a hard one. Oh, right, we can't. No, this doesn't do really anything at all because we can't pull them into the ocean because we don't have presence there. So, yeah, this just doesn't do anything, but this will make a fear. Yeah, I mean, I'll do this because, yeah, whatever. Okay. Did I lose out on... Did I do... I mean, I can't go back and do it anymore, but I'm wondering if I... Who knows? I might have lost out on a... I don't remember what the elements are on the card I got rid of, and I don't know how to look at it because it doesn't go in one of these discard piles, whatever. I may have missed out on a fear by doing the wrong sequencing there. Okay. Oof, that sucks. Now we're going to have to deal with this sooner than later. So now we get to Swallow the Land Dwellers here. We get to Ocean Breaks the Shore here. We get some energy for that because we ate some stuff, which is good. We needed some energy. Now here I think we're going to do the old Dubs Grow with the ocean. If we play both of these cards, then we get to convert someone here into a Dahan, which will be nice. They actually wouldn't build here if we could get this Explorer, although we can't. They will build here even if we can get that Explorer, so we're not going to be able to do really anything to address all the jungle problems. Woof. This is a rough start. And it's not going to get any better, but we'll see. That is the gamble. I like the major power we got there, but I guess we could play it again. I don't see any particular reason. Like, we need to play... How much defense do we need here? Just 2. Okay, well, we could reclaim 1 out of presence. We could play this and blank this. We're going to have such energy issues if we do that, but let's imagine a universe where we do this. Then we would Paralyzing Fright here, and we would Dread Apparitions here for 1 + 1 is 2, which is enough. Alternately, we would use this and do nothing because of the extra health. Wow, the extra health really owns this card. It's rough. The downside of this is next turn we have to reclaim and we're only on 4 energy, but 4 energy on a reclaim turn is pretty good. We could roll the dice on another major, or more reasonably, we could get a minor and plan to like minor next turn. Yeah, I think this letting us address 2 lands as opposed to 1 land is just really important. We're also getting a fear card. If the fear card lets us get this Explorer, sometimes they let you remove Explorers from inland lands. Getting this one would be nice. I guess getting this one would be fine too, because we're going to kill this. Oh no, it's adjacent to this. Ugh. Indentured servants. Okay. So over here, We don't need either of our cards back particularly. Seems like this has got to be the opportunity to double grow. We don't care about having any presence in this ocean, so what we want to do is try to balance out our presence areas. We definitely, well, actually, we could grow into 3 card plays this turn. Tidal Boon doesn't do anything this turn, though. And in order to get good use out of Paralyzing Fright, we have to grow into there, preventing it from doing anything useful. Ooh, well, hold on. So the other option is that we could grow... Let's reconsider what's going on with Bringer. So if Bringer just grows... If Bringer just grows into here, with, say, gain power card, add presence, that also takes care of this, because we can Tidal Boon Bringer, allowing Bringer to shove this stuff into here, where we could even potentially eat the house, although we're probably going to have to eat a house here in an attempt to salvage that. Though we might just give up on that. In any case, if Bringer grows into here, that also takes advantage, that also takes care of this. And we automatically get this ability just from playing this. So we can play any minor power, or this, I suppose, although it's garbage, in order to go with that. So I think that's just so much easier on the energy for Bringer, because yeah, that's so much easier on the energy for Bringer, and it results in getting a... maybe we can do the Reclaim 1 next turn rather than the Reclaim... rather than the full Reclaim and get another Grow. So let's do that. And then we get a minor power. Do we want to... We're going to commit to this. Yeah, this is just better. This is just better. So then we get a minor power. Okay. So this is free, which is nice. It is range 0, which is less nice. It has one of our good symbols on it, the moon, but not the air. It does make 2 fear for free. If it targets a mountain or a jungle, it pushes a explorer into village, which is obviously a good combination to push. It really doesn't do a lot this turn unless they explore into desert, in which case we would use it instead of this, and we'd use Tidal Boon to clear out the desert. They're 50-50 to explore into desert. If the downside is we have to commit to using it this turn before we know whether that's going to happen. And if they don't explore into desert, all we're getting from it is 2 random fear. On the other hand, 2 random fear for 0 energy is an improvement over predatory nightmares, which is no apparent value for a lot of energy. Drought adds a blight, which is too bad. It destroys 3 villages at range 1. We'd only get 1. I don't think... This could be good against England later, but its elements also suck. Purifying Flame either does a damage per blight, garbage, or if it's mountains or sands, you can remove a blight, less garbage, but whatever. This has Moon, which is an element we like. It does basically 2 damage in a wetland or sand, but 2 damage also isn't enough to... Yeah, all these damage-dealing powers are just so bad against England. We're going to take Shadows of the Burning Forest. That was also, I would consider, a whiff. I mean, it's fine. We're going to play them this turn. Worst case scenario, it'll make some fear. Best case scenario, it'll let us prevent... except we won't prevent a build by moving an Explorer anyway because it's England, but whatever. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's gonna generate some fear for free, which, you know, that's what we want. Generate... I could have previewed this fear card last turn, right? And I didn't. Because, yeah, oh well. I don't think we care what this fear card is, and I still probably would have looked at it. Maybe I shouldn't have, but I'm not going to sweat it too much. I forgot it because, of course, I had a... Wait, shouldn't it have... Oh, no, that's what happened. I took myself off of this because I got the major power too quickly. That I lost this to the sequencing. Yeah, well, look, it's a learning experience. You have to be careful with the sequencing when you use that power, or else you knock yourself off of stuff, as I did there. Okay, so that means over here, we're going to grow into our third card play. I think we're just going to do this, and we're just going to play all our cards. So that'll let us drown a village somewhere. We'll either drown what gets pushed into here, or we'll drown one here. They're going to build another village here. Actually, if we drown a village here and turn a village here into a Dahan, then in fact we get to defend that with Grasping Tide next turn. Call of the Dahan Ways. A good Spirit Island card. Okay. Okay, well, I think I've navigated this about as well as I could. I don't love what's happening here, but let's preview our card we're likely to get next turn. Darn it, that's the one I wanted this turn. Ah, well. So we get 2 defense here. We Grasping Tide here. Invaders do not build in lands with cities. Huh, okay, well, that's nice. That's going to cost them 2 builds. Oh, right, we don't get the Explorer there. That's fine. Never mind a level 1 fear card that costs 2 builds. And we did, in a continuation of our can go wrong, will go wrong situation, we got the worst build, the worst of the 2 possible Explorers. Sort of. I mean, I guess the fact that this is not going to happen in level 1 is kind of nice too. Regardless, we got the Explorer that does not result in... oh, we can deny this with... if we eat this Explorer... No, because of this. Son of a... we could... No. Denying builds just doesn't work. Well, okay, so we're going to Title Boon. Gonna push these things... Wait, what? Oh, wait, hold on. I guess we want to push with this then, because it pushes the Explorer too. I forgot how Title Boon works. It just pushes a village in Dahan. I guess... Huh. So... we can't reclaim and get a targeting... What's the targeting on? Targeting on Dread Apparitions works here. We could target here with Dread Apparitions and team it up with potentially Fear from... I'm wondering whether I want to set up to fight here next turn. And I think I do, because even if we... I can always save this with Title Boon, and the cost would be not fighting here, but we're so close to being able to fight in both of these places that I think it's sensible to try to make it happen. Just drown this. Yep, there we go. Okay. Okay, so... the Ravage is not going to be a disaster this turn. We might have sent these Dahan to their death. We're going to fight here, probably, because I don't really want to have to pull my presence out of it. We have to reclaim and gain here, because we just don't have any cards. We've gone full card plays on our track, so I don't think there's any universe in which we take a major first. Sometimes I do with Ocean. Sometimes I grow this way and go in on the majors, but Bringer's kind of a major factory a lot of the time, so I think I preferred this. We also... a miner's also pretty sensible here, because we need relatively small amount of help in either of these places to pull it out. Like, Sap the Strength of Multitudes would do it if we can make the... No, we don't even need to make the range 1, because we can just leave this presence here and play it there. So we'll probably take Sap. It even has a blue on it. I guess Dark Entangled Woods would also do it. and it has a moon on it. So we'll figure out, I mean, it costs one more, which is a bummer, and it's less defense. I generally prefer sap, but we'll figure out... No, because we want... Blue is just what we need the most of. Well, anyway. So then the question is over here whether we're going to reclaim and gain or just reclaim, add a presence. If we reclaim add a presence this turn, we play Predatory Nightmares, which probably doesn't do very much, but can like drown this guy or something, which I guess... So the problem is the number of lands where we would prevent a build by sniping an Explorer with this is pretty low. It can push some Dahan around. I sort of feel morally bad about spending 2 energy to push 2 Dahan, but we have a lot of energy and like meh. If we were to do that, we would presumably... Yeah, the other... we could stop a stupid cheaty build here. Jeez, this one Explorer is gonna... How did that Explorer even end up there? Oh, because we... Yeah, this is a side note. The problem with something like Paralyzing Frighting that to prevent the build, it prevented the build then, but now we're going to get a cheaty build there. Anything that gets rid of an Explorer would stop that. So maybe that's an argument to reclaim and gain. We also don't, obviously, we don't really need any... I'm going to reclaim and gain a major. This card is so bad, I sort of want to get it out of the deck. I don't love these. I mean, Tsunami is very good in general for Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares with the ocean on the board. It sort of sucks that it can only target coastal lands, which is what the ocean is best about, but let's be honest, it's so hard to get everything under control here. Tsunami would get, if we Tsunami'd here, say, or, I mean, yeah, we don't have range on this. We're still having some range issues, but let's say we Tsunami'd here. We would just push everything. We can't push cities. I don't love it. I don't love it. Infinite Vitality is a sort of an obvious, like, nice card to have because it allows you to win Ravages with Dahan, which is, it's basically a defense card, right? Like, it's basically defend 4, land can't be blighted. It's a little better than defend 4 because it prevents you from ever losing a second Dahan. We wouldn't be playing it this turn, probably. We could play it here, but either of the minors that Ocean is going to get is going to bail us out here, so it's not clear why we'd want to. Yeah, this extra health is going to matter a whole lot. It mattered a whole lot, right? Because now we won the Ravage here, but we didn't take out the Explorer, which means they're going to build there. Or we'll Call of the Deeps them. Ooh, oh, this Call of the Deeps is going to be so good. Because look, they're going to miss their bonus build. Oh, okay. This is justifying why I set the wetlands up like this here. This Call of the Deeps is going to be delicious. Delicious. Anyway, the only Ravage that isn't under control this turn is this one. And it is not reasonably controllable with any of these powers, I don't think. Oh, actually, we could hit it with... Oh, no, Accelerated Rot's slow. Entwined Power is kind of weirdly compelling here because we have targeting issues and also have powers on different sides of the world. The problem with it is we're on 2 card plays for the foreseeable future, and it's like we play it to let us target another card better. I really don't like it. The downside, of course, here is all we can do with this next turn... Oh, we can target here and it'll be good. Let's get Infinite Vitality. And ditch Predatory Nightmares because it sucks. That still leaves us with sort of not all that much obvious to do this turn, although there's not much we need to do this turn either. We could prevent a random build by targeting this. Spending 4 energy to prevent a random build seems terrible. We could set up to fight here next turn instead of here. There's some joy to that because we get to because this is coastal, so it's easier for we can just defend that with Grasping Tide next turn if we get it back or whatever. We probably, all things equal, rather clear out inland areas. Okay. And then we could roll this up. Again, it's free. We get Spirits May Yet Dream. Yeah, this seems fine. We save all of our energy. We can potentially do both of these next turn. I don't love that turn, but I don't hate it. Then over here, I think we're going to take Sap. Oh, right, I have to gather a presence into the ocean. I think it doesn't matter as long as it's not this one. Let's take... This one gives us better targeting solutions, sort of, but it gives us targeting solutions to areas that Dreams and Nightmares already has, whereas this this gives us a lot of... Yeah, we're going to do this. Okay. So, we're going to play Call of the Deeps, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to play Grasping Tide, and we're going to play this. And that means Sap here, Grasping Tide here. Oh, none of these have Earth. So maybe we don't want Sap. Maybe we want to get the other... Maybe we want to get the other... Because we'll get a Drown. Is there going to be anything to drown? No, there's not going to be anything to drown anyway. Right? Because we're going to pull these in before they build. We're going to eat everything except the Explorer here and the Ravage. Side note, that means there's still going to be an Explorer there to build next turn unless we call the Deeps it or whatever. But, we don't have a way to get more Dahan in there, so it is what it is. But, yep. Okay. So, Sap here, Tide here. We're probably going to get... We've got this happening. That'll prevent that build. That's nice. Won't do anything else, but whatever. Prevent one build. I'm down. Actually, it'll prevent a build here too. Wow, that's a nice card. That's gonna be sweet. Okay, I like that. Let's check out what the next one will be. Each player removes an Explorer from a land with Dahan. That seems unlikely to be useful, but we're not going to get it this turn, right? This is going to make 2 fear. Nothing else is going to make any fear. Okay, good. Might as well get it next turn when maybe it'll do something. This is push, right? No, gather. Okay, so I'm going to gather into here to try to fight. So this will prevent a build. This will prevent a build. Neither of them are next to 2. Yep, this sadly would not prevent a build because it's next to too many buildings. Or wait, oh crap, hold up. No, because it's going to be next to both of those two. Yeah, okay. What's happening here? Oh, right, I'm doing damage. There we go. Leaving these Explorers just hurts. Oh, well. So it sucks that we're... Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, why did they build here? They shouldn't have built here. Oh, it's because they built before the Ravage, and so I hadn't had a chance to kill that yet, and that meant they built there. Ah, darn it. Ah, and that means I should have taken the other defense card, because then I'd get to drown it, and that would have prevented a build there, but I can't undo past it. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I just find it so hard to parse. So hard to parse what happens here with these cards. Oh, that's so depressing. I guess we'll put it here. Oh, that's probably going to cost us, like, that might actually just cost me the game. Well, you know, such as it is, the combination of these powers, the way they interact is just so hard to predict, I find. So we can push an Explorer, but it doesn't do anything. Classic England's. We can't even push it into somewhere where it's going to die because we don't have enough Dahan, but might as well push it towards the ocean because that's useful. Now we're in so much trouble. Oh, we should have just not... Darn. Darn. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, that's going to make a huge difference. This is why I hate England so much. It's just so hard to see what's going to happen. Well, so we get to fight here if we want. We'll lose a Dahan and kill nothing. Wow, moving Dahan into there was stupid. What did I always forget how 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Ugh, that's just brutal. Well, I mean, we could Paralyzing Fright there and Infinite Vitality there, and we'd be fine. So that's okay. We want to gain and add this turn with this Spirit, I'm pretty sure. I don't think we have anything we can do about this. I guess we could single grow, gain a power card. There are a fair number of power... Like, any reasonable defense would stop this from happening. We wouldn't get to do very much because we don't have very many Dahan there in terms of, like, clearing it out, but I'd at least like to not get Blight cascaded. Yeah, and we're going to get a Blight there for no reason, but... Jeez. Yup. Okay. I'm going to be bummed about that for a while, but whatever. So, over here, we could power card Presence, although we're not going to play the power card this turn, and we're probably going to reclaim next turn. Anyway, we could... So, we need to get a place of power anyway to target Infinite Vitality from here to here. So, we could reclaim 1 out of Presence. We could get back... Nothing very exciting. We could gain Presence, but we're actually okay on energy. I guess we'll get a minor. It's possible that we could save some energy if we get a minor. I'm not quite sure what good saving energy is doing us at this point, but we could potentially get better elements or something. I think it's power card Presence. And if we ever want to play 3 cards this game, I need to start moving towards it. Maybe I just get a major. I think maybe we just tolerate that. I think it's quite possible we will not grow another 3 times in this game, even if we win it. It's real close. Real close. I'm going to go up this path. I'm just going to go majors. This is not a very good card. I'd be happy to replace it with a major. We have a lot of energy. Yeah, okay. Power Storm, Trees and Stones, Speak of War are and Mists of Oblivion. Mists of Oblivion is good. Cleansing Flood removes Blight. Being damage based, it's less good against England. Huh. Repeating power cards is potentially good. Okay, we'll put that on the back burner because I'm pretty sure we're getting a card with Ocean as well, because I'm pretty sure we're on this growth option. We could go for a 4th card play. We could just do Ocean cards, Bringer. The problem is that I'm a little worried we're going to lock ourselves into reclaiming too frequently. If we go up to 4 card plays, we've got, well, we could play 4 this turn if we chose this option. We'd obviously have to reclaim next turn. We're going to have to reclaim next turn anyway. We could play all 4 cards this turn. They're all going to do something. I mean, this is a bad enough situation that we're going to get value. We could even get back... Where are they building this turn? There's nowhere we could stop builds with... Oh, we don't get anything back anyway. Never mind. We get a new card. That's fine. But, I mean, we're going to have... All of our cards are going to do useful things. We would have to reclaim next turn, but then we'd have 7 cards, all of which are perfectly reasonable cards. We could probably get away with not reclaiming the next turn. We do this again. Basically, we could do Rise and... We could do Pure Title, tied in, tied out type thing with 4 card plays, and then start unlocking the elements to get potentially really powerful innates. Let's try that. This is experimental, but we're in... I would describe us as in trouble here. So yeah. Target spirit gains a minor power. Gather into a land without invaders. It can gather a village at fast into the ocean any time I have an ocean presence, which is nice. It's got elements that are good for us, save for the lack of water, although this has all the elements we want. Probably just going to get this on the grounds that it has all the elements we want, which means, except air, but we only ever need 1 or 2 air. Well, so let's think about it. This turn, we're getting 3 water, 2 earth, which means the only way we could get this ability is if we get a water earth card, which handily is Gift of Power. And we're getting 2 moon, we're getting no air if we do that. So we get no random fear generation, but that's okay. We get to just drown a lot of stuff. Okay. So will there really be stuff to drown, given that they're building in jungles? Yeah, and we can push a presence into here. We can push a presence into here and add a presence here, and then there will be plenty of things to eat. So, yep. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure quite what this is going to do to address the fact that we're going to get horribly blighted. The answer is nothing. We're going to get blighted here and cascaded into here. We're going to get blighted here. 1, 2, 3. That'll take us into Blighted Island. Blighted Island is bad for Bringer. Yeah. We just can't get range with Bringer on any of these areas. And I guess, hold on. Let's reconsider. Come on. Back to the... Yeah. So, Lore of the Unknown. What's the range on Lore of the Unknown? Range 2. So, we could target here with Lore of the Unknown. We could gather this village into it. That would prevent 2 blight. Yeah, fine. That just has to be better. There's no... Yeah, I just think there's no way... There's no way that it makes sense to do anything else. Also, no, this has neither earth nor water on it, so even if we get 3 moon over here, we can't get an... I mean, it sucks not to kick this up fully, but it is what it is. I mean, it's just not... Yeah. Yeah. So that leaves us with this. Trees and Stones Speak of War would be a better way to defend here than using Paralyzing Fright. It would do... Wait, would it actually help? It would defend 4 and do 2 damage, which is not enough to do anything. So, never mind. Oh, this extra health. It's brutal. Wait, yeah, no, it'd be 2 damage, which is it'd push the Explorer, and then defend 4. Not enough. Power Storm. We could Paralyzing Fright, Power Storm, target ourselves. That would basically be playing Paralyzing Fright twice. Sorry, I don't know why my computer sometimes goes choppy like that. I should really look into getting an editing program to see if I can cut it out. Anyway, what I was saying is we could play Power Storm with Paralyzing Fright, which would let us repeat Paralyzing Fright, but that seems to me we'd rather not Paralyzing Fright here because we'd rather kill the guys. Power Storm is, of course, generally a pretty reasonable card. We could also just take Mists of Oblivion as an investment in the future, but it gets so much worse against England. We could also take Cleansing Floods as an investment in the future, also gets worse against higher damage England, but at least if you kick it, it's good. We'd really rather have it on the ocean, because there's just no chance we're going to kick it over here. I think I'm going to take Power Storm. God, I do not love these powers. This one has our best elements, but it's just so questionable. Like, it's worst on this Spirit because it turns it into pushes, and yeah, I'm going to Power Storm. And I'm going to replace Dread Apparitions. Dread Apparitions, it's just not very good. And then, nope. And then we're just going to play these two. That'll get us out of these. And then over here, so that means we're going to get to drown one city if we want. Although we'd probably rather drown... Well, hold on. So we'd probably rather drown a town anyway. We'd probably rather just address various problems that are coming up in jungles, because that's where they are going to build here, because of course they are, but we'll title boon it out. That leaves this. I don't know what we're going to do about, under any circumstances, Paralyzing Fright it if we can get range, although we can't. Yep. I maybe should have done the other board. This starting place sucks. Like, it's really hard to get range on stuff. If I fail this one, I'm probably try the other board that has the wet. I'll try, yeah, the other board that gives these. So in any case, I want to unlock the fourth. So I want to swallow the Land Dwellers somewhere, although we're going to eat some Dahan, which sucks. But whatever. Though, actually, what if we swallowed the Land Dwellers here? So we could swallow the Land Dwellers here. We could Call of the Dahan Ways here, and then we could eat the thing they build here. And the extra explorers would mean we wouldn't be 100% okay, but we can call the deeps out. Some of them. Yeah, okay. So we will push into here. We'll place into here. And then we play all four of our cards. We do get a bunch of extra fear, which is nice. What is this fear card going to do? Each player removes an explorer from a land with Dahan. Huh. Okay, we can actually stop the build here. No, we can't. There's this stupid village here. We can't stop any builds anywhere, but it's fine because we'll just remove an explorer from each of these two lands, and then we'll win the Ravages without having to play cards, because we're going to do various things to the things they build there. So it'll still be fine. Infinite Vitality here. Paralyzing Fright here. Oh, that up to the... Each player removes 2 explorers or 1 village from a land with Dahan. Huh. Can I still go back? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to reconsider everything, because that means this is a land with Dahan. That upgraded fear card will be able to remove this village, which means I could reconsider Lore of the Unknown, but I won't be able to because I picked Power Storm after it. Son of a... Well, okay, that's fine. we'll figure out whether. So we don't have we can't look at what this card is anyway. But that means with Lore of the Unknown, the question is, do I want to do I could like just I could pull out some I could yank some villages around. Like I could yank one of these villages into the sea. Anyway. Like I could just yank one of these villages into the ocean for the extra energy. That strikes me as a better use of my time. So we do that, and then can we do better than can we do better than just removing like 2 explorers here? They'll still build, but then I'll drown it. I mean, we could get there's sort of a joy to getting a village, of course, because that reduces their nonsense builds. We're not going to be able to print a nonsense build here. We're not going to be able to print. Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, this borders on so many lands. I mean, maybe we can prevent. Oh wait, they're gonna double build here. Son of a, they're gonna double build in both of these places, which is gonna screw me up. I mean, it's not really gonna screw me up, but all that substantially. It just means I'm gonna have to use defense cards, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna make some of these areas easier. Do not build cities and coastal lands this turn. That's gonna be important, because that's gonna deny them their second build in. That's actually gonna mean I was right about how they were gonna build in those jungles. Oh, brutal. They just keep chaining. This is the worst. I mean, it's good, I suppose, because it means that we get to focus on areas and clearing them out, but the problem is we can't clear them out because of this nonsense indentured servants thing, and it just means that we keep having to. Yeah, I wish we had better ways to move Dahan around. We can't. We'll just do here, I guess, because we aren't going to have to deal with it in the immediate future. Oh, jeez. This is a disaster, and I don't know what we can possibly do about it. Yep. Swallow land dwellers here would actually be pretty good. So let's see. Well, this seems pretty obvious. Oh wait, no, hold on. Maybe we just. Oh. Huh. We sort of want to ocean breaks the shore. We sort of want to get a city with this. So the other thing about this game is that at this point, if I'm winning it on the fear deck alone, basically, which is going to be hard. There are a lot of fear cards left to go through, but we are making a lot. I mean, we've already gone through 4, and as we hit them, they get better and more powerful. So I'm wondering. I'm tempted to call the Dahan ways here, though that creates a big squad of Dahan that's less ideally positioned. I mean, we may just have to we may just have to get a major at this point with the ocean. It disrupts my in and out tides plan, but at the end of the day, it could just be like there are only 10 cards left in the deck, which means we're getting close to Rapid Wings of Sunlight. Rapid Wings of Sunlight would be incredible on the ocean, and very bad on this Spirit, to use charitable terms, because it just doesn't have the targeting solutions. I guess it'd be okay, but it'd be very difficult for us to use it on the turn we got it, unless we got it with the gain power card out of presence, which is possible. And we could always use it on the next turn after we got it, so it'd be good on either of us. But basically, Wrap is the ideal situation. Is the ideal card for this situation, because what Wrap does is it lets us actually get some of these Dahan into useful areas while still while not also failing to generate any defense. Now, the good news is this turn our Ravage is pretty easy. We have a double build in Mountains, which is going to create a problematic Ravage next turn, is a kind way of putting it. But the only hard place is this, and I'm not convinced we can do anything at all about it except just accept a Blight Cascade into Blighted Island. So I'm actually sort of weirdly tempted to power card Presence here and get another major. I think I just keep going up this. Yeah. This is so weird, right? Like, I'd love to get a third card play, but we have 8 energy in the bank now. No, because we can spend it all in a turn. Yeah, I think we got to do this. This is such a weird one. Terrifying Night. There's Wrap, and I did just place such that we could. Oh wait, hold on. See, I can get the card before I dedicate. If we'd gotten Wrap, I would have rather had here. Although, whatever. It's still almost certainly got to be Wrap. Terrifying Nightmares is pretty good too. We could get a fair bit out of here into the coast, and then from thence into the water. It would not save us here, but Wrap also doesn't save us here. Hold on. So we know we're reclaiming and gaining with the ocean. There are cards that we could get that could target here. Probably only majors. I wish I knew. See, the problem is... Oh, we can see what's left in it. Aha! Okay. So, Winds of Rust and Atrophy. Defend 6 plus defend 5 here would be good. We are 2/3. There are 6 cards left in the deck. That means we are 2/3 to get any given one. Winds of Rust and Atrophy would instantly bail us out here. Annoyingly, Indomitable Claim would not, but it would be very good sort of in general. Blazing Renewal is not... Yeah, it's not very good either against England because we can't kick it. Poisoned Land, I think, sucks. Yeah. Land Thrash and Furious Pain. Okay, so basically, in order to not get something good from a major here, we would have to whiff on both of these cards. If we did, we'd still have plenty of good stuff to play this turn. We could just not keep whatever bad major we got and go for another one next turn with gain power card, and that would be fine. Okay. Yep, so we're going to do this, and we're going to get a major. Winds of Rust and Atrophy. Okay, and that means whoever goes for a major next turn, I think... I don't remember the actual rules, but I'm pretty sure that the way it works is that we get a... is that we get those two and then shuffle for the other two, which means that whoever goes for it next turn is guaranteed to get Indomitable Claim, which I would love to get on this, but obviously we're getting this first. Guess I didn't think about what I was going to replace. What are we going to play this turn? We need something here, but that's just our Grasping Tide because we want the fear. Do we have any good... This has sort of bad elements. But we could use it to gather... We could just use it to free eat a village, which is always good. Like we could get this, which I sort of find hateful. It wouldn't prevent any builds, because the nonsense build is going to happen here no matter what, and once the nonsense build happens here, all bets are off. Drift Sap is like... I mean, it is sort of a downside that all of our cards are good. Let's get Title Boon, actually. It is pretty bad here because our friend has had so much trouble spreading things around. Okay. And that means we want Wrap here because we're going to push some Dahan into here so we can actually clear some of these guys out. Okay. And then we're replacing likely Infinite. Although Infinite Wrap is a team-up that could be good. I think with going low on card plays, we just don't care about these zeros. We could also double something. We're going to Power Storm this turn. That's exciting. We're not going to get to preview a Fear card. Life goes on. We have to pull some... We're definitely pulling this in. And probably... We're going to defend here this turn, and we're going to kill everything. So maybe we pull this one in to keep our targeting solutions better? Sure. Okay. And so... Winds into here. We could just double Winds into here. We could also double Wrap. We don't really have anywhere else to pull from, so we probably won't double Wrap. Lure of the Unknown, we'll just get some chip damage on villages, which is always good. Does Grasping Tide do anything? I sort of assume not. I guess we're not going to completely clear this if we don't Call of the Deeps and we get some energy. Call of Deeps makes an energy, sure. And then we need this. Oh, but then we don't get any... We don't have any Earth. So... Maybe we would rather... I guess Lore of the Unknown, if we do, like... Yeah, this is just going to be better because... Yeah, okay. Sure. I guess the other question is, do I want to work in Call of the Dahan Ways instead of Call of the Deeps? So that would leave one Explorer alive here who would then build next turn, but we're going to double build here, so they're going to build their next turn anyway. Yeah, okay. Let's just go for impact. Yeah, okay, I like that. We don't get to drown a village because we don't have enough Earth. But we don't get to drown a city because we don't have enough Earth, but there actually won't be any cities we could drown anyway. Okay. Okay, well, sure. We might actually still win this one. We might not, but we might. So, is this now enough? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, so we have enough defense there. We could... The question is, what do we want to copy with Power Storm? Wrap doesn't do any good because there's nowhere else to move people out of. We'll definitely try to grow into here next turn. Well, next turn we have to reclaim. Yeah, so Wrap's not going to be very good next turn. We could Power Storm Winds. I guess we could also just Power Storm our friend and let them gain energy and potentially repeat Call of the Dahan Ways or Swallow the Land Dwellers. Yeah, let's just Power Storm here, and we're not going to reuse either of these. We're going to plan to reuse one of these. We don't need, yeah, okay. Okay. Each player removes an explorer or a village from a land with presence. This won't cut off a build because the nonsense build because of this. I get that one certainly. I'm sort of reluctant to get. I mean, I guess I have infinite. I have so many ways to get rid of villages with. Whatever. This is fine. Okay. Probably we're just gonna have to Power Storm the do nothing next turn. What? Oh crap. Wait, where did I just missed that? Could I have prevented that? Can I undo far enough to see? I mean, I could, yeah, I could sap there. Hold on, can I can't go back beyond the, no, okay, well, that's too bad. I just missed it. That's why I wish the interface were better, and we're going to lose a place of power. Oh, geez, that sucks. That really sucks. Yeah, I mean, nothing to be done. I wish I'd noticed that. It's clearly been a while since I played, and I didn't do my due diligence. I had a couple of mess ups that were avoidable in this game. I guess we'll just take out the town. Okay. Huh. Huh. So normally I'd build in the land we're about to ravage into because that gives us a chance to kill it in the ravage, but I don't think we have any way to get Dahan in there. Well, we could get some Dahan in there, but only one, I think, off of Call of the Dahan Ways, which is not enough to kill anything except the Explorer. I wish I had gotten some good ways to gather Dahan. Sure do. But yeah, I guess we'll put it here. I don't know. That didn't. I'm not sure that made any sense. Oh wait, did that kill me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Okay. Well, at least there's that. I mean, I could Call of the Dahan Ways there anyway. Oh, I can't Call of the Dahan Ways there. I can't really call on the Dahan Ways. Wait, why not? Oh, because there have to already be Dahan there. Ah. Well, that'll make this defensible. I mean, I could just position myself to have a bunch of Dahan here to win the Ravage, because this turns I can turn the Explorer into a Dahan. Yeah, okay. This one's going to be really tight. So we're definitely going into Blighted Island. We're going to get Blight cascaded here into here. Probably. I guess I could reclaim. Winds wouldn't even be enough there. Oh, no, no, no. No, I'm probably going to get Indomitable Claim. I mean, we're going to go into Blighted Island. There's no way we're defending literal everywhere. So, anyway, we got to reclaim and gain here. currently we can hit this with... Oh, wait, actually we can avoid getting blighted this turn. Because we can hit this with Paralyzing Fright, and we can hit this with... Oh, wait, there have to be Dahan there? No, there don't. Oh, but it's range 1 of a place of power, and we lost our place of power here. So currently we're getting blighted here, which is taking us into Blighted Island and costing us a presence. We want to gain a major with Ocean first, because I believe it's going to be what's it called? At this point, we're going to unlock the moon because we can't possibly play a 5th card. That doesn't make any sense. But let's... No, it doesn't work. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, look at Blazing Renewal. We're going to Blazing Renewal. We're going to replace Swallow. Blazing Renewal is going to be good because that lets us replace our destroyed presence, which means we can reclaim our place of power. It will do 2 damage to each invader in the land, which does nothing because England is hateful. But it will get us our place of power back, which means we can then play Infinite Vitality or whatever we want, or we could just Paralyzing Fright, Power Storm if we felt like it or whatever. We don't have any way to cause extra chip damage, but we could maybe get it. Extra chip damage here might do enough, but probably not. In any case, I don't think there's a universe where we play Dreams of the Dahan, and we could pretty easily replace Infinite Vitality, which is not proving great, or like Power Storm or whatever, so let's just get another major. Talons of Lightning. We could play Talons and Paralyzing Fright. The problem is that because we're not allowed to remove stuff and we can't push cities, Talons of Lightning unaccountably will not save us. We could pick up Entwined Power. We could pick up Accelerated Rot. And I think we're sort of just going to double Paralyzing Fright. We're running low on energy. Yeah, well, let's get Entwined Power. Yeah, you should have gotten a minor there, but I don't think we're ever going to play a minor. Dreams of the Dahan is probably worth keeping. Yeah, we're just going to do this. And so then over here we play Paralyzing Fright and Power Storm, and we're going to Power Storm ourselves to basically Paralyzing Fright in 2 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is getting a little bit awkward. So what if we... No, this is so much damage that yeah, there's no way to save the Dahan there with other than doing Paralyzing Fright. So we just got to fright him in both places. The problem is we're now running into a risk of getting urbanized to death here. Although this is the last 2 card. So, but like they're going to build there up to 6 next turn, which means ugh. What were those majors? Maybe we reconsider what major we get here, because maybe we just have to accept that we're going to get ravaged here. Maybe instead what we do is... And so the only disadvantage of getting ravaged here is going into Blighted Island, but the advantage is now that we've picked up Blazing Renewal, which we can sometimes play, we don't really care too much about losing this presence because that just gives us a way to play Blazing Renewal. So what if we take Talons? We can target here. What if we just unleash hell on this spot with Talons? I guess they won't... No, they could still urbanize there because that's not an action. What if we just unleash hell on this with talons? The problem is we don't have anywhere very good to push it. Well, no, we can push them into the wetlands, and then we can target wetlands with talons, so then we can, like, eventually push them into the coast where I can get them with the ocean. Yeah, we're going to get talons. We're going to have so little energy. Jeez. This is really tight. This is going to make a ton of fear, which is nice. I'm just going to get rid of Dreams of Dahan. I'm gonna have faith. Faith in my energy production. Never mind, I got rid of the way to give extra energy. Yeah, whatever, fine. Okay, so, geez, this is a saga. We're letting ourselves get burned here, so I don't want to push into there. I'll push into here to keep a place of power. Yeah, sure. I don't think it really matters. But I'll do this for a similar reason. And then get there. So we're also going to get ravaged everywhere else. Right? Like, we're just going to get wrecked here and here. Well, we're not. We have another air, so yeah, so we can sap here. We're going to get wrecked here. Okay, well, we're going into Blighted Island anyway, so don't care too much. And then we're just going to do this. And we're going to race. Okay, welcome to Blighted Island. Unless we get bailed out by fear cards in a way that I have never seen and think is not possible. We do have targeting on this, right? Yeah, okay, good. So we only get 5 damage. So what I'm actually going to do... I think I still have to push something out. We'd get extra fear if we did this, but... Wait. Hold on. No. Because... Right. Because component 2 is Blazing Renewal. Yeah. That's right. So, Blazing Renewal first, then Talons of Lightning. And that means we get to 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, what? Oh, it does 2 damage to everything. Oh, jeez. Ooh, wow. Never mind. We get so much fear. And then we're going to push into here because that lets us target it next turn. Oh, Call of the Deeps actually will prevent a build for once, but I can't target it. Well, I could. Yeah, I mean, I can't pull it into the ocean, but I can pull it into here. Or like here. Lore of the Unknown. Well, so we know we're sapping here. That's easy. We're going to make some random fear. We're almost to fear level. Wow, I wish we could get to fear level 3 this turn. That would have been... Oh, wait. Oh, we're 1 off? Oh, son of a... Wait, no, because I can drown a random villain. Okay, we might actually... Like, there's hoping to get bailed out by fear cards, and then there's hoping to get bailed out by 4 level 3 fear cards. Hoping to get bailed out by 4 level 3 fear cards is actually potentially possible. 2 health worth of invaders per presence there. So we could get the Explorer here. I mean, this isn't going to do very much, but we'll get the Explorer here. We'll get the Explorer here. Invaders do not build in lands with Dahan. That will certainly do something. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan. Invaders take 2 damage per Dahan there. Well, this land looks like a great choice. Just a great choice. Wham. I think we might actually win this one because it turns out 4 level 3 fear cards is ridiculous. Do we burn the city here or do we burn the city here? This is going to get ravaged next turn. We're still probably going to go into Blighted Island because we've only got 1 fear card left and it's not going to stop here or here, but we're getting so much value here. I think we might just be able to rush through this deck before we die to the Blighted Island effect. I mean, we have 5 fear cards to go through, but we got 4 that turn, so, like, eh. I think I'm probably more worried about getting urbanized out here than I am about losing this Ravage, so I'm just gonna take out this building. Finally, we have each player may remove up to 3 health worth of invaders from land without cities. So probably we just get a bunch of stuff out of here. Now I sort of wish we'd gotten this, but that's okay. Let's just get 2 villages out of here. Okay. Okay. Well, we get to see what Blighted Island looks like. So, here's what happens. We get a bunch more Blight to give, in this case 8, but at the start of each invader phase, each spirit forgets a power or destroys one of their presence. So that's too bad. Also, we really only have 6 to give because we just got Blighted there. But you can see the Blighted Island phase, you have more Blight to play with. The problem is that you start getting various power loss spirals, which sucks. Well, that was coastal lands, so they didn't urbanize, which I guess is nice. Okay, so now we get to drown a village. That'll save us a Ravage here. Let's just do that. Okay. I think we've got a good shot here. It's gonna be hairy, but I think there's a pretty good chance we can run through the... I think we'd have to mess up pretty badly to lose 6 Blight before we ran this out, and I think we're not going to get urbanized out at this point. That was a really good turn for us. Shockingly, getting 4 level 3 powers is really good. So we got to reclaim over here. What have we got for Ravages? This, and this. They're all small. The size of the Ravage is not highly relevant when... it's so hard for this spirit to accomplish anything at all, but, well, no, the size of the Ravage matters a lot because Rapid Wings of Sunlight will handle it. So we're going to reclaim and gain here. We've only got 4, we're going to have 6 energy. Blazing Renewal, what would Blazing Renewal do? It's, so they get to add... When does this happen? Start of each invader phase. So we don't get to... I can't sack a presence with Ocean and then immediately reuse it with Blazing Renewal. I'm not sure I'd want to anyway, but worth noting. Blazing Renewal also says that unlike... oh, I can't view the deck because I'm... Hold on. So I want to view the deck. So unlike Indomitable Claim... Indomitable Claim says even if you normally could not due to land type. So if you get Indomitable Claim on the ocean, you can actually get inland powers, even though this says you can't place powers inland. Blazing Renewal doesn't say you get to ignore special rules, which means using it on the ocean is a little bit awkward because you can still only place the presence in coastal lands, or I guess the ocean, but there's no reason you'd ever do that. So, yeah. Obviously, that means we're mostly, when we play it, going to want to play it on the Bringer. Bringer is also out of energy. So, I guess that means we want to do the energy grow with Bringer this turn. We don't get another power, but we don't really need another power. If we do the energy grow, we could Power Storm Wrap. And we could grow into here. Wrap would move these guys into somewhere where they'd burn stuff, presumably here or here. Yeah. Yeah. The downside of that is we don't generate much fear, and we need to, but we need to get any element. Sure. So we wrap. We could just wrap. But I think there's no reason not to Power Storm, because if we target ourselves, it's free. And then we could repeat this if we wanted to. We're sort of... We can kick it. We can kick it. We can kick Rap. Kicking Rap's pretty nice. Do we kick Power Storm? Well, so in order to kick Rap, we make a red. Or we could kick Power Storm by making a orange, a fire. Can make a fire to kick Power Storm. That would let us repeat 3 powers on Ocean, but leave us tapped out again here in terms of energy, when which would be bad. We could just use Power Storm to give ourselves 3 energy, use the elements from it to get... Wait, why is it not say we're getting... What are we missing for... Oh, a second moon. Whatever. Yeah, because none of our cards... Whatever. Make a second moon? What if we make a second moon? We make a second moon, we get to look at a fear card, which maybe matters. We don't really need to kick Rap. We don't really need to... Since we're... No, because we need the energy to play both cards. That's the only way we kick Rap. But we don't really need to kick Rap. So what I'm thinking is we could Power Storm... If we Power Storm, we get the elements from it, and we could just Power Storm ourselves to get 3 energy back. I think that's better than not playing Power Storm, because it lets us kick Rap if we want, which we don't really benefit from. Though, I guess if we know we're going to be able to kick Rap, then if we know we're going to be able to kick Rap, then we can place presence here. Excuse me. Yeah, so that lets us get our presence placed better. This is a nice central location. That means we can Rap, Power Storm. We'll Power Storm ourselves to get the energy back, so we're just getting free elements from it, but those free elements will let us gather these Dahan in here to wrap them in. I guess that leaving these doesn't really... We'd rather have them on the coast, all things considered, I think, so that seems fine. And then I think I want to major here. I don't know. Well, no, because we need to play winds. I'm just going to get a minor. Defend 6 at range 1 from a place of power and can remove Blight. Having trouble imagining that... I guess Enticing Splendor is a free way to gather villages. Call to Isolation's okay too. There are a lot of good cards here. I guess Call to Isolation is... Enticing Splendor... So the downside of Enticing Splendor is it's getting hard to gather Dahan with, because we don't have anywhere... Because it can't target Blighted lands, and we have a problem with Blight. So maybe Call to Isolation. We could push an extra Dahan into here this turn, which would be nice. And sometimes you want to push stuff per Dahan. Nature's Resilience, though, the nice thing about we need defense 6 here this turn, which I was thinking we would get from Winds of Rust and Atrophy, but Nature's Resilience, we're going to take Nature's Resilience. I don't want to think about it for too long. Where are they building this turn? Everywhere? Well, not everywhere. This is not adjacent to 2 buildings. It will be adjacent to 2 buildings. Son of a... This nonsense build is killing me. It's the worst. The worst. Everything here is adjacent, so they're just building everywhere, and I can't stop it. So... What does that mean about what I want to do with this presence? I'll leave it where the Dahan are, because I'm more likely to prioritize defending that. And we pull this in here. And then... So, Call of the Dahan Ways, they're going to build here, but Call of the Dahan Ways would turn it into a Dahan, which would be great. We need to defend here. 6 is enough. They're not going to nonsense build anywhere they're ravaging, so I'm not going to get gotten by that. We're going to wrap into... So it's a Sands Ravage, right? Yeah. We're going to wrap into one of these two areas, probably this one because we'll kill more stuff. We'd sort of like to defend here as well. The way to defend there is Winds of Rust and Atrophy, which is very expensive. Don't love it. Do not love it. Oh, wait, hold on. Are we going to play... If we just play another air power, then we can... we can hit this with sap, which means we can wrap into here. We don't end up... it's not functionally all that different. Yeah, okay, that's just better, because we can target range 1 off of this if we get an air. So that means we want to play one of these two. Neither of them have... They don't have both water and earth, which means we can't get the second level of this. If we play this, we get an extra fear, but this... Is there anywhere we can gather a village into the ocean at fast? No. So, yep, this is just better. Okay. So, Call of the Deeps. We're not going to be able to prevent any builds with it because the nonsense build here is going to blow us out. Freaking nonsense builds. But that just means we get some energy. I don't think there's... I think I'll just get these two. Then we resilience here. We sap here. We... Wait, how do I get myself... There we go, okay. So we wrap. We target here. We gather 1, 2, 3. That seems fine. We target here. We move them. Then we create a fear. So we could Power Storm. Create some fear. We're getting 1 fear card this turn. We could Power Storm. We could Power Storm the ocean. The advantage of Power Storming the ocean is that, well, I guess we didn't set up to kick Power Storm. And I don't know that I could go all the way back to set up to it, and I certainly don't want to. I should have thought about it a little bit more before I locked myself in by picking Nature's Resilience or whatever. Like, I haven't... Yeah, since I haven't played in a couple of days, I haven't been so good about picking the powers before committing to anything else, and so I can't roll back quite as far. It's possible that we actually would have been better off kicking... If we could repeat 3 powers on the ocean, that might be worth having a pretty bad turn with Bringer next turn. As it is, I'm just going to set up to have a better turn with Bringer next turn, which is fine. I could repeat Power Storm. That doesn't do any good. It only lets me repeat power cards. Yeah, okay. So, that's fine. Hold on. That's the only one. Yeah, okay. Right. So... we're going to definitely destroy a presence from Bringer. I don't think we care about, like, this presence, for example. And Blazing Renewal puts 2 back anyway. So, there's really no downside. It's tighter with Ocean, but you tend to get more presence. Like, since your presence... the range of your presence tends to matter much more than the like... Yeah. We're not reclaiming next turn, so we'll be pushing out of the oceans. So I'll lose 1 here, and I'll lose... Yeah, I'll just lose that one. Okay. We remove an explorer or a village from any land. I don't know that this does anything, really. I mean, So this one's going to die in the Ravage. These we're hoping to hit with Talons of Lightning at some point, although I'll admit the energy is going to make that a little bit hard. We could do it next turn if we did nothing else. That seems unlikely. But in any case, I don't think getting rid of one of these bunches does anything. Getting rid of Explorers doesn't do anything because there's not going to be anywhere where we'll be able to deny builds due to the Nonsense Explorer. Well, hold on, actually. Hold on. If we get rid of this and this, we'll cost them a build, but I don't even know if we care because... No, we're only going to drown one village. Oh, but we're going to Call of the Dahan Ways another one. But we're not going to run out of targets for this stuff. Yeah, okay. So we'll remove this, and then we'll remove this. And that will actually prevent a build. Just one, but whatever. Okay. Now we've got the level 3 cards. We will not be able to deal with very many level 3 cards, so our hope basically has to be that we don't have to. So this is already okay. Drown this, and this will be okay, or call this, and this will be okay. We'll drown this. Oh, wait, hold on. We have call targeting issues, then? Not really. Maybe we drown this. Maybe we drown this. And then we call this. Okay. We could double grow, couldn't we? Where are we getting ravaged this turn? Coastal lands. So this one needs a little bit of help, although not really. It would actually be sort of okay. It'd be sort of okay to lose this presence if we had to. This is lower priority. These two are lower. Everything on this board could be okay. If I don't do anything here, it's also, this is the kind of spot where getting bailed out by the fear card is pretty believable. So if we do nothing here, there are worse fates. Even if the fear card doesn't bail us out, we lose a meaningless presence that we can eventually renewal. Maybe not bother. We get to... we still kill the village. We still, like, yeah, this, nothing happens. This, we get blighted, but we can afford it. This, we need a little bit of help, but it wouldn't be a disaster. This, we really want to stop. But if we reclaim presence, or if we just blazing renewal, one way or another, we can target it with, assuming we get back paralyzing fright, we can target it with paralyzing fright. That does mean we need to do one of the reclaim options, which I guess, I mean, we can't afford 7. We could paralyzing fright power storm. That wouldn't let us double paralyzing fright, but it would let us potentially power storm onto the other, whatever. We have some options there. We just have to get a place of power positioned so that we can paralyzing fright this. I guess we could also think about wrapping into there. We once again have left ourselves in a sort of an awkward spot of not having a very good... We don't really have any Dahan in our lands, but we could... No, we've got 3 Dahan here. Oh, we could just wrap out of there. We would need a very minor amount of additional defense that we could get pretty easily. Or actually, we wouldn't even need defense. We could just lure the village into the ocean, and that would do it. And then here we've got Grasping Tide, and yeah, okay. So we can't play all of our cards is the problem. We can't play all 4 of our cards, right? Yeah. So, well, what does double growing do for us? It gets us 2 total energy, 8. Ah, 1 short. Leaves us 1 short of playing all of our cards. We don't really need the Blazing Renewal this turn, though, so the other option is to just unlock the water. Yeah, I mean, we effectively gain 5 energy by getting something to play that isn't this, so we'll just do this one. We're not going to unlock our 5th card play because we can't afford it, so we might as well preserve a place of power. We're going to defend there, even if we don't, whatever. So I'll do this. Are we defending here? Yeah, we're going to defend there, so we can safely put 1 here. I guess we could also safely put it there. And then I think we're on Reclaim 1 Add a Presence here. And we'll get Wrap. And get an extra energy. We need it. I guess if we're on the... Maybe we full reclaim instead. Maybe we do the full reclaim. So if we do the full reclaim, because the problem here is we reclaim 1 card and we play it here, and then we have Infinite Vitality, which I guess we could play here. Actually, Infinite Vitality here would be good. Okay, yeah, sold, fine. So then the question is, do we want Wrap or Fright? I think we want Wrap because it's cheaper, and then maybe next turn when we do the full reclaim, we can like Power Storm Fright to just get a lot of fear, or like Lightning Talon, make some Lightning Talons based play. Believable. Okay. So then we Wrap and we Vitality. Vitality can target there. Wrap targets here. Okay. Oh, we get a power here too. We can't roll back beyond that, so let's not commit. I forgot we were getting a power there. Let's learn our lesson. So we're going to commit to nothing here. I guess I committed to how my... Yeah, I should roll back all the way. Let's do it right, now that I've remembered that I wasn't doing it right. Okay, so the first thing we do is we get a power here. We're going for a minor because the whole point is to save energy over playing Blazing Renewal. We could afford most majors here, and if we got Indomitable Claim, we wouldn't even want to play it this turn, and we're reclaiming next turn. So what we'll do is we'll get a minor now and think about getting a major next turn. Entrancing Apparitions is immediately standing out to me here. It lets you gather 2 Explorers, which wouldn't stop any builds because we're going to get Nonsense built. We're also going to get Nonsense built here. I need to remember that. We're going to get built here, Nonsense built here before the Ravage, which means I need to do something about that. What was I going to do about that? I don't know. I wins it or something. I mean, I just need to remember that. And we can't prevent the Nonsense build by gathering both of the Explorers out of here, so it doesn't really do any good. Yeah, I mean, I guess defend 2 is enough here, so we could just get a free defense. Defend 2. It's got good elements. Yeah, okay, we're doing that. Okay. So in fact, it doesn't turn out to change anything about how we want to do our powers, but that's fine. Although I think I actually do want to add here just because it'll ease our targeting solutions in the future. And then we're just going to play everything that isn't Blazing Renewal. And let's just do a sanity check. We're okay here. We'll Entrancing Apparitions here. We'll probably let ourselves get blighted here. Maybe we don't have to. We'll Grasping Tide here. That's defense 4. That's enough. Where are we wrapping? We'll wrap into there. No, we were going to wrap into here? We were going to wrap into here. Right. We're going to wrap into here, and we're going to Vitality into here, and that means I defend here. Yep, okay. So in that case, we do the Reclaim and Add. We get Wrap. we get our 5th energy. We play Wrap Vitality. Oof. We think about, well, okay, so we can finish playing cards. So we get any element we want over here. Right now, we are a white short of triggering this, which doesn't care all that much, leveling up this, which sort of matters. This removes a blight if we get to 4 Earth, of which we have 1. Okay, that's not happening. We could level up Wrap, which would let us get more Dahan in. Currently, we're not killing everything, so we could get more stuff in and kill more stuff. Let's do that. I think I like that a little bit more than... At this point, I don't really care about figuring out what the fear cards are, because I'm operating far enough. I'm not, like, I could find out what the next card is, first fear card is for next turn, and maybe that could help. I'm going to have a bad Ravage next turn, but I think I'm better off just doing this. I could be wrong. And so we're going to defend 2 here. We're going to be okay here. We're going to suffer here. Oh, we could actually... We can't lure that into the ocean, unfortunately. Although, wait, hold on. So this is okay, this is okay, this is okay, this is okay, this is okay. Only this remains, so I could wins this. Or I could, like, Lore of the Unknown. Oh, I have to target a land. Oh, wait, I can target here. Okay, so I'll just lure this in. And that leaves me with Winds of Rust and Atrophy that has... Oh, wow, and I'm getting full fear here. This is a really good turn for the old... Wow, this leaves us over-defended. I don't think there's anything, like, sensible to be done about it. I think we just accept it. Where are we getting Ravage next turn? Jungles and Sands. Let's just level this thing down. Okay. Okay. We have the nonsense. I'm still going to destroy a presence. I'm getting to the point where maybe I should think about not, but for now I am. I'll just get this one. And then I'll also destroy a presence here. Yeah, this is getting rough, but some chance we're just going to get Ravaged there next turn anyway. Each player removes an invader from a land with 2 or fewer invaders. What if we get... Can we prevent builds with this? The eternal question. It looks like probably not, but maybe we'll... What I'm going to do is I'm going to get houses in weird spots just on the off chance that it will prevent stuff. Push any number of explorers and villages from one land. Wow. Huh. Huh. So we could push these into here and then push all this into the sea. I think that's legal. We could do something similar here. We could push all these into here and then push a bunch of them into the sea. I sort of like that. Let's do this. What? What? Wait, it won't let me push him into the ocean? Huh. Well, I think that's a bug. I don't know what else it would be. Yeah. I don't think that can be right. That sucks. That sucks. We can use it to prevent a nonsense build. And I think I'm okay with doing that, but yeah, that's not, that shouldn't have happened. I should have been able to, I should have been able to use that to just knock him into the ocean. Well, I'll report it. It's fine. Wait, what? Oh, I had to play another... Crap, can I don't think I can roll back past the fear cards, can I? I messed it up. I was supposed to play another defense card here. I forgot that it wasn't enough. Oh, well. Huh. Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, and we could save it if the... it would have bailed me out if the thing weren't bugged. Oh, that's rough. That's tilting. It's pretty tilting. Bleh. I mean, I can still bail myself out, and I guess I should just push a couple into there. But why can't I? Am I really not messing this up? No, it just won't let me push into the ocean. That sucks. Oh well. So we'll do that, and then I guess let's just push these. Oh, whoa, let's not do that. Then we'll get ravaged there. Let's do that so we don't get hit there, and then let's just move these into somewhere where they aren't going to ravage us next turn. We're still going to end up with a village there, but it'll be much easier to deal with. I think we're probably... We would very easily have won this game if we could have used that fear card to drown all those things, because it would have generated a ton of fear. As it is, it's going to be a little bit harder, but we have 2 fear cards left, and we're at 6 out of 8 for 1, so I think we're pretty easily going to handle it. We're going to reclaim here, and I think... And we're going to reclaim here. 7 is enough for Paralyzing Fright and enough for Power Storm. We're not going to be able to kick Paralyzing Fright because we don't have the Earth. Is that right? Paralyzing Fright is 2 air, which we would already have 3 Earth. So we could actually Paralyzing Fright, Infinite Vitality. Yeah, we just win. Okay, we're going to win either way. Whew, this is a tight one. This was a good one. I think we might, if I hadn't made those mistakes, I think we could have handled England 6 here. As a reminder, the only difference with England 6 is that there's a higher, you need more fear to generate fear cards, and if you don't generate fear cards, they double build twice. Obviously, the double build twice, probably if they do that, you more or less instantly lose, but I think we were generating so much fear that we were going to make a fear card every turn anyway, and so it just would have meant we would have had a higher target number. And if I hadn't made those mistakes, that would have canceled out. So I think you can see how to handle it. This being a turbo fear team is obviously great against England because we are nowhere near winning this game through any method other than fear, right? Like, we're just nowhere near. Anyway, I don't think it matters what powers we get here. I guess Talons of Lightning would also generate 1 million. I'll get a minor with Bringer. Sure. And then I'll get a minor with Ocean too. See if we can get one with nice elements or something. I don't think any of this... This is sort of funny, actually. Generates a bunch of fear and adds a blight we don't care about? Okay, sure. So I think it doesn't actually matter what we do anymore. I think we only need to make... 10 fear to win, and this makes 8. So yeah. What's going on? Oh right, I have to gather my presence. So I think our ability to make fear with, yeah, I mean, we're just going to play whatever makes fear. 4, 2, so we need another blue. I don't know. There's not really any reason to bother here. We're going to way over fear them. But, where are they? Ravaging Jungles and Sands? Whatever. Sure, don't do anything there. And then victory. Okay. Whew. England. That was a little bit sloppy. It shows that I haven't played for a little bit, I think, but the overall strategy worked out. I thought it was pretty cool that I went. You definitely saw the flexibility of the Bringer and Ocean tracks there. I mean, like, you look at that track, right? I didn't advance the card play track on Bringer at all. There are certainly games where you will. There are even potentially games where you just do it first, right? Because I think one thing I wish is that more of the spirits had tracks where the first tick on a track was better. Almost every spirit, you always end up getting at least one card play advance because you just can't go through the game only playing one card. You can go through the game only playing 2. It was a little bit restrictive here. You know, I remember when I was here, I said, I'm not sure I'll grow another 3 times in the game. I did grow another, maybe it was when I was here. If it was when I was here, then I think I maybe should have gone up this way because I got those 3 grows pretty quickly. Like, I spent several turns with the any element unlocked, which was sort of questionable. But this one I only unlocked on the last turn. So if it was here when I was thinking about it, I made the right choice. I did get the 3 grows in, but not until it didn't matter. It's tight, though. That's a really interesting decision point with Bringer. It's also a really interesting decision point whether you go up this track at all, right? You can pretty quickly, if you just start going hard along here, you pretty quickly get to 3 card plays, and then you can go sort of moderately up here, and that might be better. You do get a 3rd energy pretty quickly, and if you get good majors and start pumping them out, it can matter a lot. Although, really, I would say there what happened was that we had bad majors and had to deal with that. Maybe going all in on majors wasn't the right way to do it, but Ocean also has an interesting one, right? I went heavily up on card plays this time. I think it was certainly right for this game. I've certainly had ones where I've went more up on this one instead. Unlike Bringer, Ocean certainly, like, I think Ocean's track would be strictly more interesting if it started at 2 card plays just like Bringer does, because I can't imagine a universe where you unlock Moon and Water before you unlock a 2nd card play. Or even Moon, right? Like, every card in your starting hand creates Moon. So what do you get? And several of them cost 0. So what do you get from unlocking this? Nothing. You get that element by playing an extra card. So you just always unlock this first. It's not as interesting. Again, who cares? I just do some game design on the side, so I think about things like that. Anyway, that was that. Ooh, what does show details do? Well, that's sort of cool. Get to see all this retrospective stuff. We can see what the map looked like at the end. This certainly looked like a game we won, right? No invader pieces on it at all. Yeah. I don't know. I like to whine about England because I think they're really difficult, and I maintain that they are. That said, I'll be interested to play them again because I think I think I've beaten them not relying on fear before. I might, next time I face them, I might try something like Lightning Swift Strike plus Thunder Speaker to try to just go hard at preventing them from getting out of control. If you can stop these kinds of stupid individual houses from popping up all over the place and causing the Indentured Servants thing to trigger, they're obviously much more manageable. Indentured Servants is just a huge problem, although it's really hard to cut it off once they start getting the nonsense, once they start getting their high immigration builds, because what they'll often do is high immigration build will cause them to build next to some big area, and then that will in turn create enough stuff next to the next thing that they build there in the build. It's tough. But it's fun to think about. I did mess it up a couple of times, but I did better than I often do. I, again, find it so hard to remember how those things are going to interact with each other and stuff like that. Anyway, this is already a long video. I will stop the retrospective there. If you have strong feelings about what you want to see next, let me know in the comments. I will certainly do something that is of at least difficulty 9, probably higher. I put a star next to that difficulty because I think England is underrated by the game in terms of difficulty. But in any case, that's the video. We defeated England narrowly. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.